Hi!
Welcome back to Unofficial Quafflecast.
Today, we're going to be talking about Harry Potter around the world.
Hi, I'm Dan Radcliffe, and you are watching Unofficial Quafflecast.
We've noticed that a lot of our viewers are from all different countries, and we love that. And also, Harry Potter is super international, and people all over the world love it. We thought we'd do a video talking about all the different things that happen all around the world to do with Harry Potter. So if you're from another country, hello, thanks for watching. Write in the comments about your experience of Harry Potter. All over the world, there have been 400 million copies of Harry Potter sold, which is crazy. And I think almost 200 million of them were in England. So
What, bought in England or in English?
Yeah.
Wow, we're a very small country. We bought a lot of copies of Harry
slightly
Potter.
addicted. But they've also been translated into more than 70 languages, like French,
Japanese,
Chinese,
Spanish,
German,
Ancient Greek.
and Latin, which is interesting. Ancient Greek and Latin are unused dead languages. But I found out two interesting facts about this. The guy who translated it into Latin taught at my dad's school, so my dad knows who he is, which is really, really, really cool. And the guy who translated it into Ancient Greek I also know as well, because he's a pastor at the church I go to, which is amazing. So
I kind of want a copy in Ancient Greek, just to have it. I'd want to see what it looked like. I think it'd be really cool.
it's slightly random though.
It's so random because no one speaks it. I mean,
Yeah.
certain people can read it, but why would you want to read it in Latin when you could just read it in English?
You must be a massive Potterhead and decide, I want to...
I salute your nerdiness.
I think a good place to start is Germany. For some reason, Germans love Harry Potter. They absolutely love it. They sold masses and but they also buy loads of the English. So this is something that all over the world people seem to read Harry Potter in English because we have a thing in England where we don't really speak that many other languages, but people in other countries put us to shame because they speak great English.
But maybe they'd want to, because I guess in a sense, and we'll come back to that as well, about things are changed to suit the country. So maybe they'd want to read it because Harry Potter is very English and is set in England. They
True.
possibly would want to read it in the language that it's written. It's very British.
Yeah, that is really true. That's really true. So some interesting things about Germany. Bowtruckles, apparently, if you've watched Fantastic Beasts, and
The
knows.
saddest moment in any film that broke my heart.
But they come from Germany, apparently. And vampires live in Germany, so be careful. Apparently, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, when it was coming out, as being released, more than 170,000 people pre-booked the English version before it even come out.
Wow.
So they obviously really, really love it there. So that's cool.
I didn't even pre-order it.
No, nor did I. That's true. You just got it at midnight, right?
That's real
Top to you.
impressive. Well done, Germany.
Yeah, really good. One thing I found interesting as well, Norway seems to super love Harry Potter. Apparently, 1 in 5 of their whole population, a fifth of their whole population, went to see it in cinemas when it came out,
Wow.
which is a lot of people.
So would they? Because as well, so it's English, isn't it? But with Norwegian subtitles. Is that how they do it?
Yeah, I think so. And then if you get the film, then you can listen to it in Norwegian. One of the wonderful things that we have is Pottermore, and we love J.K. Rowling because she tells us loads and loads of stuff about the wizarding world of Harry Potter that we wouldn't otherwise know. One in particular is the schools from around the world. And there's loads. I think it's like 11 that she's talked about, and then there's more kind of otherwise. But some of the cooler ones are in countries like, so Africa isn't a country, it's a continent, but it's got a really, really, really cool one called Ouagadougou. Hannah, could you read us something interesting about how students find out that they're accepted to the school, Ouagadougou?
Yeah, so like with Hogwarts, if you are accepted at 11 years old, you'll get a letter from an owl saying you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is great and exciting. However, Ouagadougou have taken a step up. They send dream messengers, which is sent by the headmaster or headmistress of the day. The dream messenger will appear to the children as they sleep and will leave a token, usually an inscribed stone, which is found in the child's hand on waking. Can you imagine waking up and you're just like,
That's literally the coolest thing.
Very exciting.
Hannah was joking earlier that
I'm gonna prank Josh one day when he stays over or something. I'm gonna like get a stone, inscribe it with Joshua Smith, and then leave it in his hand and see what happens when he wakes up.
and then I was saying this is like the nerdiest
Nobody else would
prank
get it
in
as a
the
prank.
world.
Except Josh. Josh would understand it. I'm gonna do it to you.
We're so lame and amazing.
At least we have each other.
Yeah, it's true. The Japanese school, I will try Mayo Otokoro, perfect pronunciation,
Perfect.
is really cool. It's on a volcanic mound rising from the sea,
That's really
which
cool.
all the Muggles think is uninhabited, but obviously we know better. And they get robes, enchanted robes, when they get to the school that grow as you grow. So as you...
That's a genius idea. Hogwarts should get on that because that'd save families like the Weasleys so much money.
No more tatty robes.
Exactly. Everybody would be equal. That's a really nice thing, actually. I think every school should do that.
Yeah. Castle Bruxo, or whatever it is, that's the Brazilian one, which is in the Amazon, which probably...
That would be really good. I'd quite like to go there.
Yeah. Maybe we could do like an exchange trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
I mean,
cool.
we're talking like we go to Hogwarts. We
Yeah.
don't, and also we're too old
What are
now.
you talking about?
Obviously, because it's been translated into so many different languages, certain things have to be played around with to make them make sense. Like Tom Marvolo Riddle has to spell I am Lord Voldemort.
Mm.
So in different languages, things have to be played around with to make it work. So we found some very funny alternative middle names to Marvolo to make it spell the same thing. So in German, it's Tom Vorlost Riddle, which says Ist Lord Voldemort, which is quite Vorlost sounds quite
Vorlost,
cool.
right.
Spanish is Tom Sovolo Riddle, but Riddle spelt with a Y, not an I, which is also cool. But French, to get them to put Je suis Voldemort, is Tom Elvis Dejuzor? Tom Elvis Dejuzor, which says Je suis Voldemort. But the fact that his middle name is Elvis
How not scary is
such
that?
a phenomenal thing. No, but also, isn't Marvolo Gorn?
Yeah,
So that's who he's named after.
yeah.
So his actual name is Elvis. That's brilliant.
That's beautiful.
Well done, whoever invented that.
One thing that we, as proud Britons, are not very happy about, although obviously, understandable, is that the Americans have translated... Obviously, Americans, on the whole, speak English, but they speak their own brand of English.
Yeah.
For instance, sherbet lemon has been changed to lemon drop.
Not okay.
That is not okay.
Unacceptable behaviour.
That is not okay. And then the other stuff is just like car park, parking lot, fringe bangs.
That bothers me as well because obviously Fringe is used to with Hermione and stuff, so I don't like the fact that Hermione's going to have bangs.
Bangs.
It's weird.
We would like to hear it actually read in American. So the word Dumbledore, this is a translation thing as well. Dumbledore, J.K. Rowling says she got it from some sort of dialect from Devonian in Devon. It was a word that means bumblebee. So some of the translations translate Professor Dumbledore to something related to bumblebee. But in Italian, because the word dumb, D-U-M-B, means can't speak, like blind and dumb, they call him Professor Silente, which means Professor Silent, which is totally cool.
I really like that.
So, Canada is one of my favourites. They seem to just love Harry Potter in Canada. Why not? I found out that there's one thing, because lots of different countries, you've got... One thing we're not really talking about, not on purpose, but is you've got the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Orlando, and you've got one in Japan, and then we've got the studios in England, in London, all sorts of different stuff, very cool stuff. But Canada have got a new thing where they're turning a town into a wizarding town for like 2 days, which is really cool. All the tickets are sold out, but if you have one, that sounds incredible.
That's amazing. That is such dedication.
And they're going to have like sort of Diagon Alley kind of shops, and you'll be able to buy all kind of products there. Sounds really amazing. So this brings us to our final thing, which is something that just makes us laugh. Obviously people work really hard on these. Well, I'm not convinced.
It's not, I'm not, just, basically we're talking about the different covers that are around the woods.
Right.
But some of these are genuinely hysterical.
There's some really funny like Chinese made up stories. So some people in China made up like 3 additional books about Harry Potter turning into a hairy dwarf and just nonsense. But
How did they go away with publishing that?
I don't know. So maybe these are related to that, because some of the things on the covers just make no sense at all.
Some of them we can figure out clearly what book it is, and others were like, I don't even remotely know when that happens in any of the books.
This one here, though.
So, can somebody please explain what book this is? Because there's this weird creature in the background that I don't even know who that is.
Once you
And
get past
also,
the fact that they've got really big noses.
they've all got really big noses. It looks like there's two Harrys. Harry has a sock hat on, a bobble hat on, sorry, and then the scarves are not Gryffindor. They're blue and yellow. I don't even know what that is. But once you've got over all that, there's this weird...
No idea.
I don't even know what that is.
No idea.
Because it's dressed like... Unless it might be Umbridge. Because she's described as looking like a toad. But they've taken that real literally.
This
And
is
like,
not actually a toad.
it's
this
brilliant. This one we think they had like a kids competition to design the front
Yeah,
cover.
we shouldn't laugh. If
Which
it
is
was
nice.
a kid, then it's lovely.
If it's a kid, well done, it's great.
It's a grown-up
If it's
illustrator. Not cool, not cool.
Where's the other ones? This one is sort of like preempting the fact that Emma Watson got Belle because she's dressed essentially as Belle in a yellow dress with a yellow thing on her head.
That's really
So
funny.
that's quite funny. This one,
Is that Der Halbblut Prinz? That must be the
I
German
don't
one.
even know what's going on with Harry's hair. It's so funny.
Dreadlock Harry.
But like,
And his glasses. He's
It's-
not actually using his glasses. They're just at the bottom of his nose.
it's so funny. I don't understand what's going on, but my personal favourite, which I can't even cope with. I don't understand what's going on. I think they're playing wizard's chess, but why they have rats on their heads, I don't know. I don't know what this is because there's Harry clearly sat there with like a rat on his head, and then there's
did
like
that
a
happen?
sleeping rat. When on earth does this happen in any of the books? Please, someone explain this to us because I don't know what they're doing. I think they're playing wizard's chess.
But anyway, we'll send a link on down in the description. Some of them are stunning and they're incredible pieces of artwork.
Oh,
And-
here's a good one of Gilderoy Lockhart as well. I assume this is Gilderoy Lockhart, but it's quite
What is
terrifying.
quite disturbing,
It's
yeah.
a
The
bit
stuff
scary.
nightmares are made of.
But some of them are beautiful and it's
Yeah.
really cool and it's nice to sort of see which bits they picked out of the book
Yeah.
to do a picture of.
Yeah. And they've all kind of come up with interesting names and ways of translating it. I just love that. I think it's really cool. So, Harry Potter
Stop staring
is super famous, but it's also super popular all over the world. And there's some really cool stories I was reading about that the Harry Potter stories were one of the only things that would draw young people into books and into reading. And I know it's true for me. And I think
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
so cool that happens all over the world. So we love the fact that we've got people watching our videos from all over the world as well, from almost every continent, every country. So thank you for watching and carry on reading Harry Potter in whatever language you like and with whatever silly cover you like. So until next time, take care. Don't let the muggles get you down. Bye.
Bye.